Okay, let's now welcome on board Ramesh Natarajan, the CEO, India and Middle East business at Redington, joining in on the show right now. Great to have you then today on the show, Ramesh. Good to be speaking with you. Your PAT growth, that's managed to outpace your revenue growth in second quarter. Tell me, what were the key levers this time around behind this kind of improvement?
Thank you for having me on the show. This quarter, we had a great run across all the countries that we operate and across all the product categories. Top performing was obviously the mobility, which contributes close to about 35%, backed by the new product launches that we have had across the globe that gave us a good surge. But even otherwise, the NN-1 SKUs also performed at its best, given the opportunities. The core business for us in terms of PCs also did well as against the backdrop of a global growth on PCs, the refresh cycles, the Windows 11 and the AI PCs contributing towards its growth. The data centers that is driving our technology solutions group between server storage and our newly pivoted software solutions group has got an extremely good focus on what's driving the digital transformation across, which are software, security, and cloud. So India had its 23% growth, followed by UAE at 23%. The GCCL that we have created a new cluster at about 22%. KSA is still running at about 10% growth in Africa at 9%, gave us the complete gear for growth last quarter.
That sounds good. Mr. Natarajan, talk to us about your geographical segments. You have Singapore, India, and South Asia that continues to deliver strong growth, and the rest of the world business, despite that, posted a 53% jump in PAT. That has lagged a little in the top line front. If you could help us understand the regional mix that you're seeing, and which geographical segment do you think could be the next growth driver?
We clearly see India and the Middle East obviously contributing towards our maximum growth. And that's how we have created in our own parlance. India and the Middle East are high growth countries as compared to the emerging markets that we classify as Africa, Turkey, Southeast Asia, and South Asia. So we see the India economy at about growing at the rate of 6 to 7%, which also obviously translates to an ICT growth of about 11-12%. The same way in the Middle East countries, the GDP growth of about 3 to 4% translates about close to 8%, 7 to 8% in terms of the ICT growth. For us, these two are obviously growing extremely well. But all the emerging countries, though, has its own challenges. The ICT adoptions are growing, strongly driven by the digital transformations, and we expect in some time to come, those also coming across as a higher contribution from where they are today.
But tell me, you've achieved a 19% reduction in emission intensity and increased renewable energy usage as well. What's the next milestone that you have on your sustainability roadmap?
Okay, largely we are pivoting ourselves beyond just what we used to focus on solar, and solar has its own statutory challenges from an India standpoint, where we are pivoting ourselves on local brands and how do we try and build our BRSR, build our focus on circularity models that would hopefully build some new business models for us. At this point in time, we are on the design desk building blueprints. While our solar business is obviously redefining itself, but we find a lot of focus from corporates helping us try and define our blueprints for the sustainability business. At this point in time, we are creating what could be the growth cycles for the next year.
And Mr. Natarajan, I understand you do not disclose your TCV metrics, but if you could share any visibility into order pipeline or deal wins in your software, cloud, and managed services business, any insight if you could provide over there?
No, I think cloud, if you would look at conventionally in the last about 3-4 years, basis our focus on the AWS or Microsoft and the Google has been growing at about 35 to 40%, which we only expect to grow considering adoption of cloud, hybrid cloud management, security on cloud are becoming key focus from all across. Followed by security is obviously with all AI cycles coming in, it is gaining extreme focus, cutting across all segments of customers. So our pivot, not exactly from products, is also now finding our play on services. We are creating our own Redington Academy in terms of how do we train and build not only internally but externally to our partners and ecosystem partners. We are also ensuring we're building customer experience zones, or at least investing on COEs that will help adopt newer technologies. Software, obviously, with a lot of hardware moving towards software defined, we see the focus on software also getting better. We are redefining ourselves on that space. We expect this part of the what we call software security and cloud to be growing at an average of about 15% plus as we move forward.
Um, Ramesh, I know you never talk about and disclose the TCV metrics, but I did want to understand where is it that a larger chunk of your orders are coming in from? Which geography exactly? If you could just highlight that much.
Okay, the geography split that largely works on as India is about close to 50%, and our Middle East segments would be about close to 30%, and our emerging other markets would be at 20%. This is how our large split would be from a revenue standpoint.
Great to then have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time today. Good speaking
Thank
with
you.
you.